Hi, I'm Pitai, Nudes 09, and I will be studying at CICM this year. Let's just talk a bit about how I got here and how you could probably get here too. Firstly, let's talk a bit about career of medicine. Medicine is a pretty complicated subject and it's pretty challenging, so the first thing that universities want to look for is the fact that you want to study and you have experience, you have the things that make you good at medicine. For that, well, the first thing I'm going to be talking about is core competencies. It's one of the more important things for your portfolio. I will link the GMC website down below, but it's the 15 things that you should probably include in your portfolio. After that, next thing is you should probably have some personalization. So you need to make your portfolio unique, stand out from the tens of hundreds of others that are going to be submitted. Do that. Show yourself. Show your personality. Don't just go bland. Hey, I did this. Hey, I did this. No, add something. Add your flair. Add something like, for example, I do cooking. I add cooking. I do robotics. I add robotics. It cannot be something that's not related to medicine, but as long as you can relate it, it's fine. Anyway, that sums it up for portfolio. Unique and complete. That's it. For SOP, I think it should be a reflection of your portfolio. Not necessarily one-to-one, but you should probably talk about why you want to study medicine, how you got here, what's the point of you studying medicine, what do they get, and what do you get. That's the core of your SOP, and that's how you get in, at least according to me and a couple other P that I talked to for going to CICM this year. Anyway, next thing. You've submitted your portfolio, you've gotten in. What next? The answer to that, at least for CICM, is going to be interviews. Interviews are going to be conducted, well, in a couple hours, and you're going to have to rotate around. My year, there's also a special station where you describe an image, so probably research how to do that well and find your own flair, find your own tone and everything. To do that, one thing strikes best: experience. So practice a lot and you're going to do fine. For the stations, there's always going to be stuff about medical ethics. There's also going to be stuff about unexpected things and probably news analysis as well. So it pays to stay up to date and have your own opinions formed before you go into the interviews. Anyway, everything else in the interview stage is going to be pretty challenging if you're not already very immersed into medicine. So also maybe read a bit about that and about controversial stuff such as abortions, such as physician-assisted suicide, that kind of stuff. Everything else that I've not talked about is going to be easy, well, relatively so, even though in the scale thing it's going to still be pretty difficult. Just make sure you've got your portfolio, you know what your strengths are and what the weaknesses are. I got asked about the weaknesses in my portfolio, and, well, you can come up with your own answer for that. I think you should. Even if you don't use it in your interview, I think it's going to be pretty helpful for your self-development. Anyway, that sums it up for CICM's portfolio, statement of purpose, and interview. But I would like to leave you with a parting question. Well, more of a parting statement. Medicine, or any other career, in fact, is not that easy. You need to find your own reasons, you need to stick to those reasons, and you need to show those reasons to the examiners, to the guys who are going to look at your portfolio, look at your work. That is the most important thing. And lastly, the reality is you need to be going in expecting that you will do your best, and you will do everything you can to get your spot, including, but not limited to, experience in the medical field, such as shadowing, other experiences as well, which might help, such as volunteering, and maybe managing some stuff as well should help. But after all, after everything, there are no guarantees, especially for TCAS 1, the portfolio round. So luck is one of the elements. Don't be devastated if you don't get something. Just go in, do your best, but prepare for the worst. That's it. Thank you for listening, and I'm Pete Bai. See you around if I do come back. Goodbye. Thank you. สวัสดีครับ